Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. This is your host, Sirbot42, the one and only Sirbot42. Hey guys, for the couple that may have known, this is actually pretty late. This is pretty damn late. I wanted to do this on Thursday, but it was finals week, and boy did that take a toll on my ass.
Yeah,
Dude, oh man,
whatever.
it was bad. Yeah, so finals just happened. I was doing one project the day before it had to be turned in. Uh, a lot of it was because of Doom, but also at the same time, it was kind of a lot to do because because finals aren't finals. They're not questionnaires for me. They're actual projects I have to turn in. And I think the hardest one was was animation, because I can't really draw for shit. Well, I can, but like to draw to the point where you're animating characters, oh, that is atrocious. And then the teacher was really hard to grade too. So, well, anyways, I finally got my Theodore Bruno done from Mega Man Legends. I did rush the paint job, so I'm gonna redo that. But the model is done as close as I can to it. I know there's a couple things missing, but um, I am still starting out, and a lot of that stuff is kind of hard to do. And it wasn't even included in the real game, so well, I can't do that to myself. I'm always hard on myself, so I can't like do that whole like, oh well, they didn't do it. Cause yeah, if you see the 1997 model compared to what I did now, obviously there's a huge difference because of graphics. But I turned that in. It was so funny because when I was doing the UVs, which that's the paint job that you put on the 3D figure, I did it all, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a good like 4.5 hours of sleep. I wake up, and I just go to school, and then I'll come home, and I'll just take a shower, and then I'll go to sleep. Well, for some reason, when I put the UVs up, they wouldn't show on the figure, and I was like re-putting them. I was selecting stuff to re-put certain places. Like I did all these options right, and I remember I ended up sleeping like at 4:08 or some shit like that, and then and then I woke up at 5:30 so that I could catch the bus to go to school. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just take the doc. I'll lose points for that. So when it comes to present, the teacher pulls up my portfolio, and I told him, I was like, yeah. He's like, where's the UVs? I'm like, they're in there, but for some reason they wouldn't load. And he checked and they were there, right? And then he said, have you tried pressing 6? And he pressed 6 and they just magically loaded. I was like, oh man, I was in some kind of different like view mode because all he did was just press 6 on the keyboard and it just popped up. So I didn't get docked. He did say that the paint job looked rushed, which it was. Uh, oh man, one freaking key. I mean, that got me for the day. I was like, how did you do it? That was really hilarious. So yeah, and then shortly after that, I uh, I went home. I did all that stuff. I went to sleep. I slept for like 2 hours. So I just couldn't sleep anymore. And then after that, I went for the internet for a bit, and then I went to sleep again because I was so tired. And that was the last final. It was on Saturday. Oh, which kind of sucks. But yeah, and then I woke up the next day, and then I hung out with my mom. She came over, and then the whole day was spent in her. She visits here and there. And then I had work for these 2 days. So today is my official day off from work and school. And it's been way overdue. I think I overslept. Which, thank goodness, man. I've never felt this tired since I first started going to school. And, oh, and then coupled with the heat wave, which is a freaking bitch. Dude, it was burning up in my room yesterday. It was like over 100 degrees. Like, what the hell? And now it's cold? Global warming does exist. I don't know how that works. I don't really care. Oh, man. Uh, so, yeah, I cannot wait. The first thing I want to do currently is I'm going to look up for videos on how to mod Smash 4. Because I've been wanting to do that. I've been excited for that. Obviously, oh dude, I ain't gonna get onto so much Doom and Mario Maker. I'm gonna make levels. I got 3 weeks of vacation, and I'm gonna do all that. I'm still gonna do 3D modeling because I really want to like be good at that for now. Uh, it's the only real game class I've been taking so far. The rest have been Gen Ed. Trying to get those out of the way, and then my schedule's looking really shitty next quarter. Which I'm gonna go on the first day, as I mentioned before. I'm gonna go on the first day of school and try and crash classes, and I'm gonna go on the last day of that week and do the same. Because, damn it, I'm a game designer, future student thing. Yeah, I'm studying to be a game designer, and I'm like, I got almost all my Gen Ed out of the way. I've only taken 2 of those classes, and they want to give me more Gen Ed. It's like, come on, I'm paying for this. But yeah, but for that reason, I'm still gonna do more Maya. I'm kind of dreading ZBrush because I'm not a really good artist, but I'm still gonna do my best. I do. I did download Unity and what was it? Those 2 games. Not games. It was Unity and then Unreal Engine. I do want to learn how to do those. Uh, one of my friends in school, one of my few friends in school, actually loves using on Unity. I think it was. He says he wants to be a level designer, but that's not bad. Yeah, and it looks kind of cool. I mean, shit. If I learn how to do that program, which I will soon, I'll just be on that. Get my own Mario Maker. Right. Speaking of games, I want to talk about Mighty Number Nine, which I know it's like the whole trending topic, but uh, you're gonna this the difference between all these guys and me is that you're hearing it from somebody that knows almost nothing about it. Granted, I did know when it came out. Obviously, everybody knew, right? I played the demo last year at Comic Con, and I'm gonna be one of those people that, well, I don't want to say I'm gonna defend it, but I'm gonna make my points because obviously there's a lot of hate, and if it's justified, then fine. I don't care. More power to you. You're right. But from what I've seen right now, one of the main things I've noticed is there's a lot of hate, and I feel like it's stemming from the constant delays rather than the game itself. But I'll make those points as well. I think a lot of people are just mad because it was delayed for so long that they expect to be even more disappointed when it was released. Kind of like how everybody was hyping Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because the last game was Marvel's Capcom 2. And I remember one of my friends back in the day, he was so hyped for that game, and he would play MVC2 all the time, well, more than what he used to, because we never stopped playing MVC2. And I told him, this game's gonna come out, and I'll tell you, I told him like from experience, it's not gonna be the same. They're gonna keep some stuff, but it's not gonna be the same. Uh, don't get too attached to it because you're playing MVC2 all the time now, and you're almost expecting an upgrade from 3, and it's gonna be totally different. They always change the fighting styles on these things to keep it fresh, and that's how I feel about this game. I mean, Inafune had so much shit on his back. Like, obviously, we expect a lot out of him, and I think we expect a little too much. Because I mean, the man is human after all, and think of the pressure he had. Because he had the entire fan base on his shoulders. We're all crying out for a Mega Man game. The closest best thing was Mighty Switch Force when there was like a drought when Capcom just honestly decided and just to completely make Mega Man a strictly mascot slash comic character. I mean, that's why I love Mighty Switch Force because it's tits and ass, but it's actually fun. This is the first game that I played that was actually fun and appealing to the eye. But that's something else. But I felt like that was the closest we're gonna get to a Mega Man at that point. Uh, Yeah, we expected way too much out of this guy, and I understand. I mean, 4 million went into this. I just found, no, I didn't find out. I found out that the asking budget was 900K, I believe. I think that's what it was. Somebody mentioned that. I don't support stuff on Kickstarter. I've seen a lot of shady shit happen, and although you know Inafune is widely known, I mean stuff like this happens. Like it happened now. I don't support Kickstarter, so I mean for those people that back the game and are disappointed because they put like I know somebody put like $150 into that. I mean that's on you. You threw that money towards that campaign. I mean you should, if anything, you should only put the amount. And I also get it, and I cannot defend this part that when you back a certain amount of money, you get special perks. I know that there was some perks that the regular backers got from the more higher paying backers. I think there was like a character in there that everybody can get now, and it was supposed to be a backer exclusive. Um, that I can't defend. I mean, yeah, they screwed over their fans on that end. Um, Constant delays, right? All I gotta say to that is why not shove the Miyamoto quote on that, right? And to be fair, I never liked when Miyamoto said that. The whole a rush game is bad, but a delayed game is good forever. Because uh, all I heard was I'm gonna delay the game as many times as I want, and you guys will not be mad at me. And that's what it was. That's how I saw that quote. Is like now when he delays a game, people are gonna be like, oh, but it's gonna be good. And yeah, he does it for the better, but like stuff like this happens. Like Mighty Number Nine. Uh, I do want to play the game. I mean, I saw some gameplay of it. Hell, I played the demo. I liked the game when I played it at Comic Con. The explosions are crap. There are some parts that I've noticed. I saw like a 15-minute live stream of the airman stage. It's like a helicopter guy. It looks fun. That really got me to like want to play the game. But I can tell there are some parts where like they cut back on money. Had they worked on their flame and explosion like animation, maybe I mean people wouldn't complain as much. Um, yeah, 4 million did go into it, and yeah, it doesn't look like a $4 million game, but at the same time, it's an indie game, and you guys threw that much money onto it. I mean, if anything, we saw the results of a 900K game, and they pocketed the rest of the money. You know, fancier salaries or whatever he's paying his producers or whatever. Um, yeah, you guys really cannot complain about that. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's shady. If that would have happened, I'm not saying he pocketed the 4 million, but if you're asking for a certain amount and you give way more, like not everybody's gonna put more into it. They're gonna be like, oh shit, free money, you know. Uh, and maybe, if anything, that's why there's so many delays. So like it's okay, we got 4 million, so they don't want to do like a day one patch. But I'm just speculating at that point. That could be all fake. Well, it most likely is, and I'm probably just making an excuse for them. But another thing I wanted to point, the commercial. Oh man, I think this is where everything went out of control. The whole, this is what I hate. I didn't mind the trailer. What everybody keeps dick riding is the whole anime fan on prom night. And I don't know why people are getting mad at that statement. And here's the assumption I will make. My assumption to that is that people are assuming that anime fans are losers on prom night and they're probably alone. That's the only thing, because every time somebody mentions that, it's like in a negative way. And they say, oh, they're insulting their backers. I'm like, well, how is that an insult? What's the difference between a heavy metal fan on prom night? What's the difference between being a freaking, I don't know, fucking, an, shit, a Legend of Zelda fan on prom night? What's the difference? Does it make you a loser? Because if that's what it is, and that is an assumption that you made. Well, not you guys, but whoever made the, everybody that kept saying that it was an insult. It's like I didn't see it as an insult. It's just people looked into it. They probably looked at themselves like, oh fuck, I'm a loser. I'm not gonna get anywhere on prom night, and this guy's calling me out on it. Like, nah, if there's one thing I will defend is that nobody should be mad about that comment on the trailer. And if you are, then straighten out your life. Stop being the bad anime fan on prom night. Be the good looking ones. And I'm saying that because I used to have a friend who he was fat and he stank and he was a freaking Naruto fan. And he didn't ruin Naruto, but he did help ruin the whole like wearing Naruto stuff around school. And I think those are the people that are crying out the hardest. But yeah, and granted, I did talk shit on my number nine on Twitter because they had like a deadline for a survey, and I put I put the irony or something like that. I put like deadline the irony, and it's true. You know what? As much I was as much as it's okay to make delays, at the same time, what I've been being taught in school is that you have to make deadlines, and I think this is the reason why deadlines should be made. Oh, there's two. One is because of this like backlash like this. This is a prime example. And then another is I've seen it from other people that I follow on Twitter. There are people that infinitely make the same game and they never finish. And it's because they don't put a harsh deadline on themselves and they don't like making a game is hard work. I'm barely scratching the surface of making games and it is hard work. But it pays off and you need to have those deadlines. I mean, it's not all like I don't know. Like people keep thinking that making games, I mean, yes, it is fun and stuff. I think it's the atmosphere that's fun, but they think like games just magically happen and you just stay at your home, you know, and just play games and oh look, I made it. It just happened one day. Like no. So yeah, I mean, those deadlines are there for a reason, and mostly the investors. But that's about it. I am gonna play my number nine one day. I'm gonna get it on sale. I mean, I want it. I want to play it, but it's like $30, I believe. No, I don't have the money right now. I just bought a UAC jacket from Bethesda for Doom. You know, Doom jacket, and I bought an iPhone case. $30 one. It was custom. That's why. But yeah, I'll get it on the Humble Bundle or some shit, or I'll wait till it's on Steam for like $1. I mean, all the hate that it's getting, well, it'll be cheap in no time. No, it was so funny. This guy said, Inafune, it's bad. I think it was it? It's better than nothing. He's not wrong, you know. And at this point, for me, it shows. It shows that he's seen and read all the frustrating comments and the reactions, and he's just like, you know what? Like, if I could, I would give you the middle finger. Like, shut the fuck up. But he can't because people are just gonna, well, they're gonna demonize, they're gonna crucify the guy if he ever did that. I understand the level of frustration. You probably put a lot of work in just to see it be shit on. I'm pretty sure Capcom's laughing right now, but you know what? Uh, if anybody in Capcom is thinking that way, just consider this. He made a Mega Man game while you are just porting them. You know, so I don't. I know there's somebody in Capcom laughing at him right now, and if I hope that person is hearing me right now, because I want to tell you that at least he's making a Mega Man game. You know, he's not making a comic or some kind of toy. He's actually making a Mega Man game. And I honestly do wish he would have taken the IP because Capcom doesn't deserve it at this point. They're not doing anything with Mega Man. Like, how many times are you going to port Mega Man? Every time there's a new console? That's what it seems right now. How many ports are there for the Mega Man, the first six Mega Man games? For the X games, too. I can recall GameCube, PSN Store, the Wii. Well, I'll lump in the Wii and the Wii U together. Marketplace. If I look, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on Steam. I know it's on PC because I have Mega Man X5 on PC back in the day. So that's all I gotta say to that too. So yeah, I am defending the man on some points. There are 2 or 3 points that I made that there's no defense, and that's just him. Like, you fucked up. Uh, I'm gonna play it. I think my review is going to be a little bit better because it's not because I didn't keep up with the progress of the game, so I'm kind of going in blind. I am going in blind, so I'll give a fair review of it. You know me, well, for those that know me, I mean, like, I don't just because someone is doing something or because it has a franchise, I'm not like gonna be a fanboy about it. I am a huge Resident Evil fan. Hell, my name is Leon Kennedy. So yeah, that should say how much of a Resident Evil fan I am. That game changed my life. Uh, and honestly, after five, I think the franchise is garbage. And yeah, the Resident Evil franchise is crap now, and Resident Evil Seven it's not even Resident Evil anymore. But like I said, that's the kind of person I am. If just because it's a franchise name, I'm not gonna love every game that comes out. So I'm gonna I'm gonna review Mighty, not review it, but I'm gonna play Mighty Number Nine one day, and I'm really gonna look at everything. Uh, I probably won't talk about the budget because I don't know how a $4 million game looks compared to a 900K. I really don't, honestly. I don't know. Maybe 3 million went to advertising. You never know. We need the analytics on that. But I will review it. I'll be as fair as I can. If the game is bad, it will be bad. If it is good, then it's good. And I feel a lot of it is just the anger from delays and people just dick riding the hate. And I've read some comments too where it's like where people say that the game is shit, and then somebody replies with, "Why don't you buy it first before you say it?" Or have you actually tried buying the game? And I don't trust reviews I trust people reviews or people that actually play it. I don't trust reviews from magazines or websites because at this point with all this shady shit's been going on ever since there was this PS2 game. I remember this guy got fired because he didn't give it a good review on Game Informer. I forgot the name of it. Mad Dog? No, it wasn't Mad Dogs. It was something. Kane and Lynch, I think it was. Yeah. I remember there was this guy that got fired from Game Informer because he wouldn't take. Like, I think they tried to pay him to give a good review, and he said no. And he gave it a bad review, and then he got fired. Ever since that happened, I don't trust publishing magazines reviews or website reviews. I trust reviews from the common man because, aside from taste being different, nobody's paying him or her. It's like YouTube money or like website money to give reviews. They're getting paid to do the review, not to give a good or bad review. And I feel like these guys they're just giving crap reviews because they didn't get paid and they're just throwing out their frustrations. I mean, seriously, I don't know. It's just I don't trust any reviews. I'm gonna review it myself. I do want to get. I'm waiting for like impressions because I mean there's impressions now, but I want like impressions where it sinks in. Where people aren't just making like the first hour. Because I played games where they're like shit. And then after playing it, like plowing through the game, like, and you just kind of get used to it, and then you can see what's wrong and what isn't. See if it holds up. That's the kind of review I'm waiting, not just first impressions, because it can change. Those impressions can change. I want I want impressions where it sinks in. So I'm waiting up on that as well. If it's like $5, I'll get it. $10 at the most. But if I get really excited, I'll probably get the 30. I'll pay the $30. But that'll be probably my next paycheck, if anything. So that's like in 1 week. But yeah, look forward to that. I'm on vacation. Oh man, this is gonna be so good. I can't I can't piss off these 3 weeks. I need to do so much. I want to do so much. Once this heat wave leaves, though, can't go anywhere without sweating balls. But anyways, enough about that. Damn, I went on a rant. What is what the podcast is about? I do want to talk about this recent anime I've been watching, and it's kind of good that the podcast got delayed in a way because I got to see the second season of it, and I'm almost done. Of course, I am talking about uh, I think it was called Gochusa. That was a short one, but it's is the order a rabbit? So this anime, it it's about like these baristas. I don't know, right? If any of you guys heard my podcast, I always make fun of baristas. Well, not always, but I say like if you don't want to be a game developer, you can always work at Starbucks. But it's about slice of life. It looks like 4 panel style comic, slice of life anime. And by the 4 panel, I mean like there's those like mangas because based off of manga obviously, and there's mangas where they're just like 4 panel jokes, and I can kind of see that in this anime. I can see where they did the sections of jokes. It's about baristas in their everyday life. The main character, Kokoa, transferred in from somewhere from some school to this little town, and she is a waitress the with the owner's daughter, which is Chino. And then soon enough, you meet my favorite character, Rize, and she's like the daughter of a military man, so she has like all his tactical weaponry and shit. She carries a gun around for some reason. And there's also two neighboring, well, not neighboring, but there's two rival cafes. They're not rivaling each other, but one of them used to, but not anymore. Uh, one is called Chado, and then the other girl, and that's the Chado. She kind of likes Rize. It's like the whole senpai thing. And then there's another one. Oh, dude, I forgot her name. Dude, I forgot her name. Oh shit. Oh man, probably gotta look that up. But so it's just like everyday like cafe stuff. It's really jokey. The intro, I have to admit, the intro to the TV show really, really got me like I don't know. I love the song. It's a guilty pleasure. It's oh shit. Okay, her name is Chia. I love Cocoa's last name is Hoto. Spanish joke. Um, so so really, it's really good actually. Um, it's really cute. There's actually surprisingly for like it looks like a girl anime, but there is a lot of mini skirts. There's a lot of well, not a lot, but there's a lot of mini skirts. There's some fan service, and I think that's what attracts the guys. Hell, it got me hooked. But I do like the characters. There's one little girl that has a really annoying voice that you got to get used to. It's one of Chino's friends, and like I said, it's just everyday life in the cafe, and there are little twists. And these aren't spoilers, of course. But like the grandfather is a rabbit. He got cursed into being a rabbit, and it's weird because well it's a little fluffy ball and they call it Tippy, and it only talks to Chino and the dad. And the dad's a bartender in the same cafe at night. Like it's a cafe in the daytime, and at nighttime it becomes a bar. But um, I'm 18 episodes in, right? And I don't know, like at first the rabbit only talks to Chino and the dad as a secret thing. So because I guess they don't want to reveal that the rabbit talks. But then there's like an episode where it's telling fortunes and it's talking, and then like Rize attacks it because he because he was humiliating her. So I'm like, okay, so does everybody understand the rabbit now, or like they didn't even establish that? And then at one point, and maybe that was just me, like I had a second where I just wasn't paying attention. But then there's another part where they're saying that it's Chino's ventriloquism that does it. But then there's moments where the rabbit will talk like really quick, not like probably like a line or two, and they just don't say anything. So I don't know. I don't know if that's like the Stewie of this of the show, and I really don't want to compare it to Family Guy, but I think that's what it is. Like, I don't know. I don't know if everybody can hear the rabbit. Well, everybody can, but I don't know if everybody knows that the rabbit talks or not. It's strange because there's moments where it's obvious that it's a secret, and then there's moments where it's not. But they don't say anything about it. I mean, they don't talk to the rabbit directly, and when they do, they don't talk. It doesn't talk back. But I don't know. It's a let's just leave it to the magic of anime, right? But all in all, it's pretty good actually. I do recommend it for the guys. If you're looking for the TNA, I just suggest going to episode 8 for all your foodie cootie needs. It's actually worth a watch though. I do like it. If you like the slice of life one, this one's better than Achikochi. It certainly wasn't dragging the first two episodes. Not to shit on the other one. I do like both their songs. I download all the soundtracks too. I always do that, but yeah. The Order of Rabbit. I downloaded this a long time ago on Kiss Anime. I think it was during my kinesiology class. I was just downloading the episodes, and it finally came up on my queue. And I kind of don't want it to end. It's so much fun. So I think of Fate Stay Night. I kind of want to watch those again, but I'm a huge fan of that, so that's different. But yeah, I feel like watching these again. But like when you see anime and it's done, like it's done. I'm trying to appreciate, like how people draw and stuff like that. But honestly, with cartoons, like people don't care, and I feel like that sometimes too. Like you just want to watch and just get it over with, and then you'll never see it again. Um. Oh, episode 18, right? There's 12 episodes for the first season, and then the second season it's another 12. They got a big budget on the second one. The budget got way bigger. That, or at least for the intro and outro, because it looks amazing, especially the outro for season 2. If anything, just YouTube is the Order of Rabbit season 2 outro or something. It looks really good. Like they tried to lip sync the animation to the music. Granted, it's still just a little oval ball in their face. That's singing, but they try to animate it well, so it looks like they tried to choreograph it. Um, yeah, that's all I have for that. It's good. It's good. May it. I am kind of inclined to get a Dakimakura now, but I don't know. It's just like whenever I hear about those things. Oh, for those that don't know, Dakimakura is like those long pillows and it has like the anime girl stretched out across it. I I, I wanted one for a while now, but I just don't like the what do you call it, the sick. I find it sick. I don't like the whole sick idea or the perverted idea behind it that people are giving it, where it's like where you rub yourself on it. It's like that's really what turned me off from getting one. I just want a long body pillow so I can like strew it across the bed and just lay on it. With that being said, I might just get a Necorombus a body pillow like Umaru has. I've wanted one ever since I've seen it, but then like I forgot about it, and then I got reminded of it again. So I might just do that. I might get two. I might get the Necorombus, and then I might just get one from the Orders of Rabbit because, well, they are just sleeves after all. But almost like you just get the Necorombus one. I really like that one. But yeah, that's all I've been watching on my bus rides to work and school. Well, work now. I don't watch anime at the house. I rather play video games, and I gotta clean up the house, and I have to take care of the guinea pigs, which with the heat, they're not dying, but they're really hot and they're always sleeping. The last thing I want is for them to get like heat stroke because they're really sensitive to temperature. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just went off the rails of my anime. I am gonna watch after this. Kiz Navier. I will have a review on that as well. Obviously, if not, then I'm gonna skip a podcast for you. For the anime section on Google Plus. Because I mean, that's part of why I'm doing this too. It's all yeah. This thing caters to Google Plus first. If you don't like it, that's fine. I love Google Plus. Um, yeah, I probably won't have a podcast for you guys next week because two things. I'm gonna try and do it on Thursday again. Oh wait, no, today's Tuesday, huh? Shit, that's in 2 days. Okay, I might have it up next week then. So yeah, I'm sorry this podcast is late. I might have it up next week, and then after Kids Navier, I'm gonna watch DigiChariot. But these are there's another series that came out. Well, back in the day, right? There was the one that I initially talked about, where it was only 24 episodes, I think it was, and it ends up being only like 40 minutes. And then there's the Paño Paño, which was very, very colorful, and the girls can't sing in English. And then there's this other one I'm gonna watch right now, which is it's like 100 episodes, but it actually looks like an actual TV series this time. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. And then after that, the last episode, which is when she grows up. But that's like its own thing. That's like a Christmas special or some shit like that. And it's not even called DigiChariot. It's called something else. And then I'll be done with the DigiChariot franchise. And from there, I don't know what to watch. Maybe Dragon Ball. I do like Dragon Ball. Honestly, I really got burnt out after watching the Cell Saga / Boo Saga. It was just so long. And it was enjoyable, but like I don't want to do that again. That's why, like I said before, that's why I don't watch One Piece. That's why I stopped watching Naruto. Because I do like an anime that eventually has an end. And if it doesn't have an end, at the least amount of fillers as possible. I heard there was like a whole show of Naruto dedicated to just filler. I think it was between Shippuden and like the last 3 seasons of the first one. I don't know. I didn't keep track honestly because I just gave up on it. Yu-Gi-Oh, that had an ending, but I didn't see all of it. um, yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence on that. I'm looking for more action style anime or slice of life, good ones. I'm really not picky about it, but like yeah, I don't know. I just have everybody has different tastes. So yeah, I guess that wraps it up. Uh, Hope you guys enjoyed it. Mighty Number 9 review that came from a guy that hasn't even played it. But at least I'm defending it, not like everybody else just talking shit. Uh, Please watch Is the Order a Rabbit? It's really good. It actually is. It makes me want to go to one of those freaking Switzerland places because it's all like wooden. Everything's like wooden housing and stuff. It looks really nice. Makes you want to have some coffee. Funny thing, I've been watching those while I was having coffee before I go to work. And I only realized that yesterday. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm watching a coffee themed anime while drinking coffee. Because usually, I work overnight, so I have to have like a big cup of coffee so I can stay awake. I didn't catch that until like yesterday. I was like, oh shit, all this time. But yeah, that's different. Anyways, thanks for listening, you guys. I'll try and be more punctual. I will be now because I don't have work. Well, I have work, but it's not much. But I don't have school, which is more. That is more demanding, and that is top priority. There's gonna be you know what? I think I might do it Thursday. I might have a special little podcast on Thursday. Not hinting at anything. Thursday, maybe Friday. Yeah. Look forward to that, guys. And with that, I'll see you next week or in 2 days. See ya, cunts.